Today I'm sharing the exact question that you should ask to manufacturers when you are filtering them. So you have developed your formula and you are ready to find the right manufacturing partner. Don't rush it. It's better to wait for the right partner than to deal with quality and compliance issues later, because there can be some red flags and you don't want to miss them. So we are going to review how to ensure that they meet regulatory compliance, quality and safety standards, how to protect your brand from manufacturing issues, understand their capabilities and limitations. And if you stick to the end of this video, I will give you a gift. Yes, I'm generous like that. So first and foremost, you need to make sure that the manufacturer that you will choose complies with GMP regulations. So start by asking this question. Can you provide the ISO 22716 certification? This is a non-negotiable. A legitimate manufacturer should readily share this documentation with you. When was your last third-party GMP audit and what was the results? Yes, look for manufacturers that are transparent with you about their audit history. Can I see a redacted version of your quality manual? They won't share everything, but they should be willing to share with you their quality approach. Do you manufacture other products in the same manufacturing facility? Yes, some facilities produce cosmetic and drugs, which requires additional controls. If possible, and if you are around, ask for a visit of the facility, maybe a virtual one. Pay attention to cleanness, to organization, and try to see if the staff follow procedures. So red flags will be reluctance to share certifications, expired certificates, or unwillingness to discuss about their quality systems. Next, you need to understand if the manufacturer can make your specific product type. Ask this question about the capabilities. Do you have a type of product that you specialize in, or several products? Because maybe manufacturers focus on a certain category of product, like emulsion, or oils, or powders, or liquids. Can you show similar products to mine that you have produced? This can give you confidence in their relevant experience. What are the minimum and maximum batch sizes? You need to ensure that their capabilities align with your need now and in the future. Otherwise, you will have to switch from manufacturer. What is your typical lead time from order to delivery? Yes, because for you, understanding the timeline is crucial for planning your cosmetic product development. Do you have any experience with my specific ingredients or formulation type? This is particularly important if you are using challenging ingredients or really innovative ingredients. Red flags. Remember that the manufacturer that claims that they can do everything, that's weird. It is often less reliable than a manufacturer that can discuss with you about their limits and strengths. Quality control can definitely make or break your project. Here's what to ask regarding that. What quality testing do you perform on raw material that you receive? They should at least verify the identity, the purity, and specification of all ingredients. What in-process controls do you have during the manufacturing? Here, you are looking for checks during the manufacturing process, not just a final testing. What testing do you perform on finished products? At the very minimum, they should check for pH, the appearance of the product, the viscosity, the weight, and perform a microbial testing. Do you have an in-house lab or do you use a third-party facility? How do you handle auto-specification results? Can you provide a complete certificate of analysis for each batch? Remember that this document is essential for your records. A good manufacturer will have comprehensive documentation regarding their process that tracks every aspect of the production. Documentation is crucial for regulatory compliance. That's information that you will need to put in your product information file later. So some questions regarding documentation that you can ask to your manufacturer. How do you document batch production record? This should be detailed and traceable. What is your batch coding system? Because this affects your ability to track your product in the market. How long do you retain production samples and records? How do you handle suppliers' qualification? Yes, they should have a proper process for approving ingredients. What information will you provide for my product information file? The manufacturer should help you with technical documentation that you will need for compliance. And last question, how do you handle formula or process changes? Yes, they should have a proper procedure for that. Red flag. If any manufacturer seems disorganized regarding documentation or dismissive about its importance, And finally, let's hope not, but what if during the manufacturing production, there are problems to handle? Even with the best manufacturers, issues can arise. So ask them, how do you handle deviations or non-conformance? They should have a formal investigation, conformance procedure, and correction process. What is your procedures if a batch fails tasting? It's better for you to understand their approach to quality failures. And finally, you can ask if they have faced manufacturing challenges and if they can share an example, and of course how they have resolved it. Keep in mind that the best manufacturers are transparent with the problems that they have faced, because every manufacturer encounters them eventually. Remember that even if you contract a manufacturer, you are responsible for your product quality and safety. Chose promise, chose due, I have made a Google Doc with all the questions that we have reviewed together. So you will have them by your side when you will discuss with manufacturers. You will find the link in the description or on my website, cosmeticlabs.com. As part of knowing if you have made the right choice of manufacturing facility is to know if it's better for you or your product to work with a contract manufacturer or a private label manufacturer. Watch this video to help you make the right decision.